The old version doesn't knock. He comes back the second you stop holding the line. You're not taking a break. You're watching him prove he still has a key. This is Iron Suits, where strength wears a crown. I am Marwan Killu. Late July. He's sitting on the terrace after dinner. The plates are still on the table. There's half a drink beside him. The doors are open. The gym bag is just inside. He packed it that morning. Said he'll train before dinner. Then lunch ran late. The heat came up. The kids stayed in the pool. So he pushed it back. Now dinner's done. He looks at the bag, then at the time. Too late now. Leaves it there. And he's already decided he'll deal with all of this in September. He might not have said it out loud, but he knows. Training can slide, food can loosen up, another drink won't matter. He'll enjoy the rest of summer and sort himself out in September. And when I say he, don't miss this. I'm putting you across the table from yourself. That's what this episode is about. The man who says he'll start again in September, while the old version starts again tonight. His wife is scrolling through photos from earlier. She stops on one. He's standing beside the pool. T-shirt on. One hand at the bottom of it, putting it down. She turns the phone towards him. What about this one? He looks at himself first. Not her, not the kids, himself. Use the other one. She swipes back. No argument, no question. She knows which one he means. The one where he's further back. The one where the table cuts across his waist. He takes a drink. She keeps scrolling. Summer gives him nowhere to put the body. No jacket, no heavy shirt, just the pool, the camera, the glass behind him, and that hand going to the bottom of the shirt again. Pull, release. His wife stops on another photo. This one is better. Not because he looks better, because less of him is showing. That one is fine. He says it before she asks. She looks at him just for a second, then taps the screen. She turns the phone back towards herself. He leans across. Let me see it again. She hands him the phone. He opens the first photo, pinches the screen, moves it slightly. He isn't looking at the holiday. He isn't looking at the blue water. He isn't looking at his family. He's checking where the shirt sits. He tilts the phone away from the light, then back again. Maybe crop this side. His wife looks at the screen, then him. There's nothing wrong with it. I didn't say there was. He hands the phone back. Too quickly. She saves the other photo, the one he chose. He sits back and pulls the front of his shirt away from his stomach. Just once, lets the fabric fall. There's only little left in the glass. He could leave it. He picks it up. He doesn't leave it. He calls us a break. A few loose weeks. A chance to switch off. And look, a man carrying pressure does need rest. He needs time with his family. He needs days that aren't built around calls and numbers. But rest doesn't leave the gym bag by the door 4 days in a row. And it doesn't make September feel like someone is coming to save him. He isn't taking a break from pressure. He's taking a break from himself. His phone lights up. A message from work. Something needs a decision. The message is about money. A number is wrong. Someone wants approval before morning. He opens a spreadsheet on his phone, checks the total, finds a mistake, sends a voice note. Change that line, send it back tonight. 40 seconds, handled. The bag is 3 steps away. All he has to do is stand up. He stays in the chair. The phone goes back on the table. Under the work message is another notification. Workout missed, 7 a.m. He swipes it away. Not opens it, not moves it, just clears it. The red mark disappears from the screen. His wife doesn't see him clear it. He still angles the phone away from her. His thumb hovers over the calendar. Then he locks the phone and places it beside the glass. The bag is still 3 steps away. He could stand up. 30 minutes. That's all. He knows it. He doesn't move. His wife puts the phone down. Are you training tomorrow? Yeah, first thing. He says it quickly. He looks towards the bag. Then she looks towards the bag. Then back at him. Breakfast is booked for 9. The kids want to go out after. He knows what first thing means. 7 o'clock. Alarm on. Shoes ready. No debate. She nods. Don't push it. He picks up his phone, opens the alarm. 7 o'clock is still sitting there from this morning. Switched off. His thumb rests over it. One touch. That's all. He checks the weather instead. 31 degrees by midday. Then tomorrow's calendar. Breakfast at 9. A call at 11. He closes the phone without turning the alarm on. Puts her face down. 7, he says. His wife is already carrying the plates inside. She doesn't turn around. Okay. The bag is still by the door. He has built rules for everything else. Deadlines, targets, numbers. People know what happens when they miss. But here, a session moves, a drink gets finished, the photo gets changed, tomorrow takes it all. And tomorrow always says yes. The alarm goes, he turns it off. The session moves to lunch. Lunch moves to later. Later becomes tomorrow. Then he says Monday. He knows his routine. He's lived it for years. That's why it doesn't feel strange. He still answers calls, still pays the bills, still looks after everyone else. No one at that table thinks he's falling apart. He isn't. He's just letting himself slide while everything around him stays handled. There's still food on the table, a few chips on the bowl, a few chips in the bowl, not on the bowl, half a piece of bread on his plate. He said he was full 10 minutes ago. He reaches across while stacking the plates, takes one chip, then another. She moves the bowl towards him without looking. He says, "No, I'm done." And takes one more before she lifts it away. He heard himself say done. Watch his own hand ignore him. Same as the drink, same as the bag. His wife starts stacking the plates. He reaches for one. "I've got it." She says, "Leave it." He lets go. His hand goes back on the table, straight towards the empty glass. He catches himself, pulls the hand back, looks towards the bottle. There's enough left for one more. He thinks about it, not for long, then pause. The bag, the glass, the photo. September hasn't arrived, but he's already back. He takes the first sip, and there it is. That drop in pressure. The bag can wait. The glass is already poured. For a minute, he doesn't have to argue with himself. And that feels good. That's why the old version is dangerous. He doesn't feel like failure. He feels like relief. You've worked hard. You're on holiday. You deserve it. It's only a few weeks. He knows these lines. He's used them before. He paid for the holiday. He carried pressure all year. So he believes them. He hears permission. One night doesn't change him. It reminds him how easy this version is, how quickly tomorrow can carry what tonight refused to do. He'll train tomorrow. He'll eat better tomorrow. He'll stop at 1 tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes Monday. Monday becomes next week. Next week becomes September. The man in September is supposed to fix all of this. But September isn't sending another man. It's sending him. It's still him. and the same voice is still saying later. Only now the shirt fits differently. The first session feels harder. The photo stays in the camera roll. He zooms in on himself before he looks at anyone else, then closes it. The weights haven't changed. He has. And the restart he kept talking about no longer feels clean. It feels like catching up. Back on the terrace, the bottle is lower now. The plates are gone. The gym bag is still behind him. His wife comes back out, looks at the glass, then at him. You said you were done. I am. Takes another sip. Neither of them say anything after that. The phone lights up again. Another message, another problem. He answers it straight away. The screen goes dark, and there he is in the glass, sitting down, shirt tighter across the stomach than it was in June. Gym bag behind him. He sees it. He sits up a little straighter. The shirt catches across his stomach. His hand goes down, pulls the fabric loose. Same move as the photo. This time, no cameras pointing at him. His wife is inside now. Nobody saw it. He still did. Looks away. Tomorrow. There it is again. Tomorrow. One more tomorrow, then another, until the loose shirt is the first one he reaches for, until the bag by the door stops bothering him, until September arrives and he no longer feels like the man who made the promise. He knows how to miss a session without calling it missed, how to blame the photograph instead of the body, how to promise first thing tomorrow without setting the alarm. He knows the lines, he knows the timing, he knows where to stand in the photo. And every time he gets away with it, the part fits better. Not because he chose this man once, because he kept choosing later. Later for the session, later for the body, and each time the old version gets another day to settle back in. By August, the hand goes to the shirt without him thinking. The second drink gets poured without the pause. By September, he isn't fighting the old version anymore. He's living as him. And now the month I was supposed to save him has to drag him out. His wife picks up the bottle, takes it inside. He watches her go. The glass is still in his hand, empty now. He puts it down, looks at the bag again. For 1 second, he almost stands. Almost. Then he picks up his phone, checks tomorrow's schedule. Breakfast at 9, a call at 11, lunch at 1. He scrolls, finds a gap at 4. That'll do. He tells himself 4 o'clock. He doesn't put it in the calendar. He'll remember. He won't. He opens his messages, checks email, scrolls through nothing. 5 minutes pass, the bag doesn't move. 4 o'clock will be better anyway. More time, a proper session, not rushed. The screen dims in his hand. He taps it awake, checks the time, 47. Then sets the phone beside the empty glass. The old version is back at the table. And he didn't break in. You let him sit down. The man waiting for September isn't resting. He's rehearsing the version September is supposed to replace. This is Iron Suits. I am Marwan Kilu. If this landed, share it with another leader who keeps calling the old version a break. Subscribe to the show, follow, and leave me a 5-star review if this made you feel something. The next episode is already waiting, and the old version still has a key.